Welcome, beautiful souls. This is What Can You Improve? Pile 1 is this Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. Pile 2 is the Kauai tarot deck. And pile 3 is the Light Seers tarot deck. Let's jump right into it. Welcome, pile 1. This is what can be improved. The very first message is a sense of urgency, having more patience, and movement as well. The cards that came out are the Chariot, Page of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Emperor. Your connection can be improved, and also your physical body, the food as well as what you put into your body could be more healthy. Taking care of your emotions and your finances can definitely be improved as well. I feel like when it comes to your self-care, you do some and then you're just like, okay, good enough, but I feel like it's not what you actually need. Having more playfulness into your life will help to loosen you up. Stress relief is a huge plus right now for you. You may feel stuck. Mental declutter will help a lot. You may also be in a victim mentality, seeing things that are happening for you and not to you. I understand a lot is going on and you kind of have been dealt with a shitty stick to a certain degree, but also trying to find the positive in the situation, no matter what it is. Balancing the different versions of yourself, trying to find a way to drown out all of the noise that is not only inside but also outside of you. Finding ways to calm your mind, taking a nice warm bath, relaxing, fire gazing, but also being more optimistic, having a brighter outlook, trusting that things will work out the way that it's planned and that it's meant to, having faith in your divine plan and your journey. Also letting go of things that are just not meant for you, letting go of situations that you have outgrown and that you have already been making the plans to release but decided to just hold on. If a building is burning, you get out. You don't stay in there and pretend that it's not burning. Doing new things as well, getting out of your comfort zone and trying different options. Really nurturing your finances and making sure that you're not impulsively spending on things that are not important. Also grounding yourself in your body, focusing on detaching from bad habits and improving healthy habits, believing that the world is a safe place and that you're protected, healing your root chakra when it comes to fear, being safe, and boundaries with yourself and others. That's gonna end pile 1. Let me know how it resonated. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Definitely stop by the other 2 piles if you feel called. Welcome, pile 2. This is what can be improved. For starters, your diet can definitely improve. So whether that's cutting back processed foods, sugar, carbs, calories, salt even, but definitely cutting out processed foods. Your communication and standing up for yourself can also improve as well. We have the Knight of Swords, 7 of Swords, the Sun, Justice, 2 of Cups, and 5 of Swords. Letting go of connections that don't suit you and making room for connections that match your energy. If you feel drained when you talk to someone and when you're in a connection with someone, you just feel like it's unbalanced, how can you resolve that? There's definitely a conversation that you may have been putting off that needs to be said sooner than later, especially if you value this connection. Winning is not everything. Understanding that you are wrong sometimes and it doesn't feel great, but if it costs a connection or it causes pain to someone else, it's not worth trying to prove yourself right. And if you're in an argument and someone is constantly trying to prove you wrong, it might be better to just detach from that situation and be like, okay, whatever, goodbye. You cannot change someone else. No one is a project, and using other people to distract yourself is not going to work. Allow yourself to be more creative and to express yourself more. There's something that's out of alignment and unbalanced that needs to be focused on. I feel like your internal and external worlds are not in alignment right now, and you need to focus on your internal world as well as the external, but make sure that you're not neglecting yourself. You need like a full-on self-care week, and you need a better self-care ritual, because I feel like you're not giving yourself enough attention, and due to this you might be looking for validation and attention externally from other people or online, not giving so much weight to online social media and having a presence, traveling as well somehow, either by walking, driving, plane, train, bus, bike, really just getting out of your home, finding affordable ways to get a break and a vacation, whether it's a daycation at a local park or even if it's about an hour away, just making sure that you are safe but having fun. Also, taking the sun card literal, getting out in the sun because you are lacking nutrients when you don't go outside all day. And getting out in the sun and outside has such a positive impact on you and your energy. It can be incredibly rejuvenating. Getting out in water as well. It is so hot outside right now, but if it's winter when you're watching this, then go to an indoor pool at a gym or just some way to connect with water. That's actually gonna end this reading. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how it resonated. Definitely stop by the other two piles if you feel called to it. If not, thank you so much for joining me here today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I post, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Welcome pile 3. This is what can be improved. We have the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Fool. So very strong cards, but the very first message is getting in touch with your body and with yourself, connecting with yourself, improving your connection with your body, with who you are, and your creativity, your nurturing aspect, allowing yourself to nurture and love yourself as if you are your own child. Also, improving your connection with the universe, the outside moon phases, your own phases. If you're a woman, you have the 28-day cycle, and if you're a man, you have a 24-hour cycle. Now, that's just biologically. If you're non-binary, you still have those cycles. So whatever that means to you, just getting in touch with yourself and maybe not focusing so much on labels, whether this is your sexuality. I feel like definitely your sexuality, if you're having a lot of questions with that or curiosity, you don't need a label. Also, improving your connections with other people that really fill you up, not holding so tightly to the ones that you have, because if they're meant to be in your life, they will be. You don't need to beg someone to be in your life, especially if they don't want to be there. You deserve someone who wants to be in your life and wants to show up for you. And if you don't have that right now, you will. Just don't hold on to the people that you practically just have to beg for their attention. Trusting your intuition, having stillness and mindfulness, but also surrendering, letting go, and trusting the universe, working with the universe and not against it, not trying to force things that are not happening, allowing life to unfold as it is naturally, because I feel like what you have going on in your mind is not the reality of what's going on outside of yourself, and it's causing you a lot of turmoil and harm. So when you are mindful, you're able to be more present and connected with your body, and you have better clarity on the situation. Getting out of fear, finding the root of this fear and pushing through it. There's a lot that keeps you stuck and that keeps you from expressing yourself in full, and it all comes down to fear. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, and fear of being misunderstood. You will be by some people, yet other people will understand you and they will love you for you. Not everyone is meant for you. Finding ways that bring you fulfillment and satisfaction and pleasure, and doing more of that. Also, your imagination can definitely be improved upon. Creative writing and creative ways to get your ideas out of your mind, because I feel like you have so much depth and wonder to you, and it deserves to be expressed. So getting your creative ideas out into the world in some way, shape, or form. And overall, just love yourself more. That's gonna end this reading. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Definitely let me know how it resonated. Stop by pile 1 and 2 if you feel called to it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I post, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.